This is the digest for the Boston RV and Camping Expo. It's coming up Martin Luther King weekend. We're with Mr. Bob Zagami, a noted national RV writer and expert. And Bob, you wanted to talk a little bit about why now is a good time to buy, but more importantly, why it's a good time to quote-unquote buy local.
Yeah, you're right, John. I think one of the important things when you make an investment, a significant investment in an RV, is that you do business with a local dealer.
Why is that, Bob?
Well, local dealers typically are entrepreneurial in nature. They're family-run businesses. They're small businesses, and I've got a soft spot in my heart for small business people that go out there every day and make the payroll and employ a tremendous amount of American workers. I think that by dealing local, you get the resource and the education and the support that you need. RVs can be complicated items.
Basically, they are a house on wheels, am I correct?
That's exactly right. You're taking a house on wheels, so all of the little problems that you have in a typical house, you're probably going to have in an RV. You've got plumbing, you've got electricity, you've got air conditioning, you've got television, you've got computers. So you want to develop a relationship with the local dealer. We're going to have 19 of the best dealers in New England at the show this year. And
all over New England. So it doesn't make any difference where you live in New
Right.
England. There's somebody locally that will be able to.
We've got dealers from Connecticut, we've got dealers from New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Maine, Massachusetts, and I think we might even have one from Vermont. So these are local people so that you can do business in the neighborhood. They have parts and supply stores so that when you need parts and supplies, you go back and talk to them. You get to know your unit. You get to understand it better. You talk to service people who service those units every day. You talk to the owners. The great thing about the RV business, because a lot of these guys and gals are small business owners, you go in and have a cup of coffee with them. Sit down and
with the owner.
You're talking with the owner. You're not talking with a major corporation.
Giant corporation.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yep. So they might even live in the same town, and they go to church with you, and they have kids there, and they do business.
Yep.
In your marketplace.
Oh, sure. They see you at the golf club. They see you at church. Yeah. And they're great people. They're great people to do business with, and they carry great product lines. You have tremendous choices in the RV industry today, from every type of RV to several different manufacturers that make it. But the thing that I want to stress is the fact that by buying local, you have a connection with these people. They know who you are. They service them. Same thing with your cars. This is not something that you buy over the internet. Although they're out there, this is not what you want to do. You can always find something cheaper. You won't always find something better. And you won't always get the local service and support that these dealers provide to you. And you'll see at the show, you'll be able to talk to the owners right there, the owners' families, and they'll spend the time with you to make sure that you get the RV that's going to fit the lifestyle and how you want to use it. Some people go touring. Some people want to stay in one destination all summer. Some people want to go for a week at a time in different campgrounds. Each RV has a different role that it plays in our industry, and every person that buys an RV has a different desire and a different reason for going to that show.
Mm-hmm. Now, as far as the various types of units are concerned, I believe that the dealers that will be representative at the show are going to bring a wide variety of units for you to take a look at, so that if you live in the northern part of Massachusetts or somewhere near the Cape, there's probably going to be a dealer that will be able to satisfy your needs as well.
Yes, these dealers represent the best of what we have in New England for the people, and there'll be several in their neighborhood that they can visit. And in 50 miles, even 50 miles is not a long distance for people to go to buy an RV. 50 or 100 miles, you're talking about an hour or two from your house. Sure. You're talking about a major investment. You're talking about developing a relationship. I want people to come to the show, find a dealer that they're comfortable with, and develop a long-term relationship, because I can tell you from history, in most cases, once you buy that first RV, that's not going to be your last RV. This is an addictive lifestyle. People just love it.
Addictive from a good point of view,
From a good point of view. When we could use that word differently, right?
Yep.
But the families that go to that show, they've been going to that show for years.
Let me just ask you something. It's a little bit different than dealerships, but you talk about families, etc. RVing allows you to take your whole family on vacation and still do different things. Because I know in your particular case, you bought another unit for your kids. Is that correct?
Right. I've got 2 park models. I bought another one that I put right across the street up at Wild Duck Campground. And our kids come out. I see my kids more in the summertime when we're camping up in Maine than we do here in the Boston area.
And your kids are not 10 and 12 years old?
No, 30, 31, and 27.
So they're adults.
So they're adults, and they love it, and their husbands and fiancés are there. Yep, it's truly a family thing.
Great. Super. And we will see you, as well as the great dealers that are going to be represented at the Boston RV and Camping Expo. It's Martin Luther King weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And it's at the Bayside Expo Center. And we look forward to seeing you there, Bob.
And don't come alone, bring your friends.